Now since this is a solid body, we'll have to make this part hollow. For that we'll be using shell feature. It means it just removes material from a particular enclosed solid body. We'll show you this. Show previews. If we had just left it this way, and since it's the wall thickness, we'll be using 15, and that means 0.15 of the meters for the conventional walls. You see, for the time being, let's do this. Nothing's changed actually, but the difference will be found if we use this section view. Since we are using a particular example to learn this SolidWorks software, we'll be just being familiar with sketch things, sketch elements, and the sketch features and SolidWorks other features using these examples. So let's see, and point the check mark. You said this part of remove area has been removed. We could have used it if, you know, we had used a false ceiling like these things, but we'll just not do this at the same time, considering the false ceilings as well. So we'll just as simple as possible. We'll just edit it and remove the part from outside, from let's say the top or upper part, to choose a other type of, you know, decoration. So that's the thing. And you could have just shelled the things outwards. It would have added some other thickness, and if it wasn't chosen, this thing would have been some kind of losing its area. Another interesting thing is if you have used multiple thickness settings. Let's say usually we use a thicker base, you see, that's called foundation. So since this area is being removed, the thickness of this plane has been eliminated, yet not this one. But when the moment we activate this thing and choose this face, add some more thickness, say 1 meter of thickness, and for the time being we're just using the shell outwards for relevancy. You see, the thickness out here, this face has increased. That means we might just indicate it as, you know, kind of a little foundation type thing. So let's see what happens. See this part, and let's see the section view for the moment. This part is more like a foundation, and the walls are the same thickness. Let's close it, and now we add something. We could have added some kind of pillar or some kind of, you know, partitions. Let's see, edit feature. Not chosen this. Selection for the time moment. I'll be showing something a little different, like pillars and partitions. Now this one we can choose the standard 3D planes for section plane, or you could change some kind of other area, even 2-dimensional ones as well. Like if we choose this one, this would cause top plane as well as the front right plane to be the section planes. Now let's make a drawing on this plane. Suppose sometimes you need to draw planes or drawings or make internal things. That's when you use the section plane, and you find this really handy. And these are the cursors that you may, even if you forget things, which ones you use the planes to be sectioned with, these are the ones which give you which remind you about the things. Alright, let's make a sketch on this plane as well. This indicates that even whenever you get a plane which is a 2D flat plane, you can draw anything on that, not only these standard 3 planes. This is one of the example of this. And let's say we want a pillar, and one of the things in views, you could choose any of these planes, these views. See, if we choose this one, it turns that way. If we choose the upper part, this is the moment we'll be using. Even we could use the bottom at the moment like this. You see, these are pretty handy. So for the moment, and even we could choose them from these three areas. And if we when you choose one and choose the another one, once again it just flips the direction of view. And we could use isometric, trimetric, and the views of shaded with edges, shaded without edges, hidden lines removed, hidden lines visible, and the wireframe. These will be just discussed with examples when things become irrelevant. But if we choose this one, we could use other options like, you know, isometric, trimetric, dimetric, whatever you would like to use. But for the time moment, we would be just using this standard top view. Alright, we just add a pillar, which would be usually in circular thing like this. We extrude the boss. See, here it would be like cylinder, because the 2D plane is dependent upon a single dimension. It's like the area would be pi r square, pi times r square, and the r would be the radius of the circle. And the moment we add the h, the height, it acts as a cylindrical face. But the problem is you cannot draw in a cylindrical or irregular faces. You can only make sketches when you have a flat 2D plane. Alright, just increase. For the time moment, we'll be just keeping it this way up to this point, the same height. And if we turn off, this would have been like this. Alright then. Now we just be removing the shell as well. Edit this. I will remove the face.